We are an evolving species. We've mastered tools, conquered nature, leveraged the power of machines, and embraced technology in search of greater knowledge. Computers have empowered us further, and in the process, churn out enormous amounts of data. Today, we record and transfer more information in a year than mankind created over the past 5,000 years combined. Proof we are in the information age indeed.
Moments ago, we had our first keynote speaker. His name is David Steyer. You're joining us right now. David, thanks very much.
Sure, glad to be here.
You're with Deloitte, and the title is Analytics Solutions Group.
Right.
Okay, perhaps you can explain to us a little bit about what that is.
Sure. I like to say that we deal with data that everybody else has given up on. We make sense out of what the bits are, whether it's structured data, unstructured data, huge numbers of transactions, social media. We pile it all on together and try to deliver insights that organizations can actually act on and derive value from.
So when I hear information that people have given up on, it strikes me, and just thinking in the traditional sense, I've already thrown that away.
That's right.
You know, because you don't want to hold on to stuff. Where do you gather your information from?
It can be a variety of sources. So the place that we traditionally look at is the financial systems of a company. That's where you get the structured data that ultimately rolls up into the financial statements. And we understand that data really well. What people may not understand is that from that, not only financial reporting, you can get information about the performance of your business down at the micro level. Similarly, social media. You may think tweets. I mean, people are just tweeting and giving their random responses. But in so many areas we found, whether it's healthcare or retail, people tweet about remarkably specific things, and we extract the information from that.
What's interesting, because one of the topics you spoke about is big data, and that's it. So we're talking about taking all this data and breaking it right down to the micro level. Tell me about the size of data we're talking about here, because that was one of the things I was hearing terms that I'm not familiar with. And you know what, I can't even really, when I think of $1 billion, it's difficult to fathom that, because of course I've never come near it and I never will. Talk to me about the size of data we're talking about here that you would analyze.
Well, it's the size of data that, you know, you used to talk about terabytes. That was a big, 1,000 gigabytes, and that was a huge amount of data. And that is kind of, dozens of terabytes are kind of the limit of traditional technologies. Now you're seeing people talk about petabytes, which is 1,000 terabytes. And it's not unusual to find some companies come to us with 10 or even 20 petabytes of data. Thinking of, the way to describe that, a stack of DVDs that would reach from here to the moon. And that's how much data is in that.
Is it a thin stack, or are we talking about
We're talking about
DVDs,
a really big stack of DVDs. And now they're inventing new words, just like you're seeing. An exabyte is 1,000 petabytes, and then there's a zettabyte, which is 1,000 exabytes, and even a yottabyte. I mean, that's the whole amount of data in the world is about a zettabyte at this point.
Okay.
And what's interesting is not just how big it is, but how fast it's coming out. 90% of the data in the world was only created just in the last 2 years. I mean, that's some perspective on how exponential the curve is. It really goes up that way. And again, the traditional methods of dealing with it are just not equipped to handle that kind of volume of data.
The value is not in the data itself. The value is in how we use the data, how the data analysis shapes our decisions, how it automates our machines, how it solves our problems, and how it changes our lives. The power of the data is set to be unleashed, and its impact will be felt everywhere. We are experiencing the dawn of a new age, the age of data analytics. Put bluntly, analytics is revolutionizing our health system. Analytics enhances environmental monitoring. Analytics empowers commerce. Analytics is a game changer for professional sport. Analytics redefines the very definition of community. And analytics will drive our future. How will analytics and big data shape Alberta, its economy, and its labor market? How will analytics and big data impact you, your business, and your life? Join global and local experts for 3 days of thought-provoking discussions, insight and foresight, and surprising discoveries. Analytics empowers better decisions. Register now for Canada's largest analytics conference.